Do you think forgetting things is just a normal part of aging? I used to believe that too, until I came across a simple 60-second technique that's helping forgetful seniors think more clearly than many people in their 30s. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian, a neurologist with over 3 decades of experience supporting older adults in keeping their minds sharp, focused, and active, no matter how many candles are on their birthday cake. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in there? Or struggled to remember the name of someone you've known forever? Maybe the word is right there in your mind, but you just can't seem to say it out loud. You're not alone. I hear stories like this from my patients every day. For a long time, I believed these slip-ups were just part of getting older, until I started noticing something different. I met people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s, who not only had sharp memories but also moved with confidence, spoke clearly, and recalled childhood memories as if they happened last week. And the key wasn't some miracle pill or expensive treatment. It was a simple habit, a series of gentle movements that awaken parts of the brain we tend to ignore. These moves can be done right from your chair, with no effort, no risk, and no special tools. You don't even have to stand up. In this video, I'm going to show you this routine. 5 short exercises designed to stimulate essential brain functions like memory, focus, coordination, and mental clarity. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll teach you how to combine them into a powerful 1-minute sequence you can do daily. That's all it takes, just 1 minute a day. But it could bring back decades of mental energy, because it's never too late to reawaken your brain. Most people think memory loss comes out of nowhere. Like one day you just wake up and realize you've forgotten names, dates, or everyday tasks. But in reality, cognitive decline is slow, silent, and often unnoticed until it's already well advanced. It starts with small clues. You struggle to find the right word, forget why you entered a room, or have a hard time following a long conversation. Maybe you chalk it up to stress, fatigue, or lack of sleep, but it's really your brain signaling that it's overwhelmed. Over time, if your mind isn't properly stimulated, certain regions begin to disconnect. The hippocampus, your memory center, slows down. The cerebellum, which controls balance and coordination, weakens. Blood flow to the brain gradually reduces. It's like a plant left without water. It won't die instantly, but it starts to wither from within. The good news, just like a plant can bloom again with the right care, your brain can be reactivated too. It only needs targeted, consistent stimulation. And no, we're not talking about long hours of mental drills or complicated techniques. Just 1 minute a day. Exercise 1, toe movement. It might seem odd to start with your feet when talking about memory, but there's solid neuroscience behind it. Your toes are directly connected to the cerebellum, which not only manages coordination and posture, but also supports thinking and attention. By moving them with intention, you reactivate dormant neural pathways, like flipping on a forgotten switch. The results may sound surprising, but they've been validated by both research and real experiences. Take Ramon Garcia, a 75-year-old man from Madrid. When he first came to see me, he had trouble going up and down stairs. He wobbled when he walked and was afraid to go out alone in case he fell. His legs weren't weak, the connection between his brain and body had faded. I suggested something simple: move his toes for 1 minute a day. At first, he laughed. "Wiggling my toes is supposed to help my memory?" he asked, but he agreed to give it a try. The exercise is simple. Sit comfortably in a chair, lift all your toes at the same time, and hold them up for 5 seconds. Then, lower them and press firmly into the floor for another 5 seconds. Next, gently massage the floor with the tips of your toes for 10 seconds. Finally, spread your toes wide and close them again for another 10 seconds. That makes 30 seconds total. If repeated twice, it becomes a full minute. After 2 weeks, Mr. Ramon came back and said, "Doctor, I feel much steadier when I walk. I barely need to hold on to anything anymore. And strangely enough, my mind feels clearer, like someone turned on a light inside me." A study from the University of Tokyo backed up what Ramon experienced. Older adults who practiced this toe routine for 3 weeks showed major improvements in balance, coordination, and memory compared to those who didn't. It's a basic movement, but with deep impact. No gym needed, no workout gear, no physical strain, just a few minutes and your feet. Because sometimes waking up your brain starts from the ground up. Exercise 2, gentle neck movements. This next move is essential. It targets a silent issue many overlook: poor blood flow to the brain. When circulation is limited, oxygen and vital nutrients don't reach your brain properly. The result? A foggy mind, slower thinking, less focus. What most people don't realize is that your neck plays a key role. It's like a critical bridge between the body and the brain. When that bridge gets stiff from stress, bad posture, or inactivity. It restricts blood flow, like bending a hose and stopping the water. This exercise is designed to gently open that bridge back up. Sit with your spine straight and shoulders relaxed. Slowly turn your head to the right as far as feels comfortable. No forcing. Return to center, then repeat to the left. Then tilt your head back to gaze gently upward as if looking at the sky, and hold for a few seconds. Lastly, lower your chin softly toward your chest. The full motion, done slowly and mindfully, takes about 30 seconds. If you do it twice daily, you're giving your brain a full minute of improved blood flow, and the difference can be felt quickly. Sharper focus, lighter mental load, and quicker thinking. It's a small movement, yes, but when done with intention, it becomes a powerful way to unlock mental clarity. Exercise 3. Mindful tongue movement. This third technique might sound odd at first, but it's surprisingly effective and supported by both research and clinical experience. It involves specific tongue movements that stimulate parts of the brain tied to language, verbal memory, and mental agility. Why does it work? Because the tongue is packed with nerve endings directly connected to the brain. Each controlled movement sends strong signals to regions responsible for speech, understanding, and memory. It's like an internal massage for your brain's language center. The method is simple, but must be done with focus. Sit upright, keep your mouth slightly open, and stick out your tongue as far as you can. Hold it there for a few seconds, then move it to the right, as if trying to touch your cheek, and then to the left. Next, press your tongue firmly against the roof of your mouth, alternating between pressure and rest. Finally, move your tongue in circles inside your mouth, first clockwise, then the other way. This entire motion takes about 30 seconds. Doing it twice equals a full minute. This is especially helpful if you've been stumbling over words, forgetting names or dates, or struggling to say what's on your mind. Maybe the ideas are there, but they're stuck. This isn't a gimmick or mystical trick. It's simple neurostimulation. These movements boost articulation, speed up thinking, and help access memories. And best of all, you can do it anytime, anywhere. No tools, just your focus and the desire to reactivate your mind. Exercise 4. Ear massage. This next one might seem strange, but its effects run deep. Very few people know that our ears do much more than just hear. Inside them lies one of the most important systems for maintaining balance, orientation, and alertness. Beyond hearing, the ears are directly connected to a central area of the brain responsible for both physical and mental balance, the brainstem. When this part is properly stimulated, noticeable changes happen. Coordination improves, dizziness fades, hearing becomes sharper, and perhaps most surprising, the mind feels clearer. What may seem like clumsiness or mental fatigue often stems from a disconnection in this region, and the solution can be as simple as a gentle ear massage. To perform this, sit in a relaxed position and take hold of both ears with your hands. First, gently pull them upward and hold for a few seconds. Then do the same movement outward, softly, and finally downward. To finish, massage the ears in small circular motions, as if drawing little circles around them with your fingers. This simple gesture activates balance receptors, boosts circulation in the area, and creates a calming, almost immediate sense of clarity. Within just 30 seconds, you may notice warmth in the ears, a relaxed facial expression, and a clearer mind. Repeating this twice daily enhances the effect. There's nothing mystical or made up about it. Medical research has shown that this practice significantly improves vestibular function and auditory processing. These two elements are crucial for preventing falls, sensory disorientation, and mental confusion, especially in older adults. If you've ever felt off balance when standing up, found yourself walking slightly crooked without realizing it, or needed to hold on to something for stability, this exercise is for you. Even if you don't feel any obvious symptoms, doing it as a preventive habit helps reinforce communication channels between your brain and body. Exercise 5. The 1-minute integrated routine. This final practice is perhaps the most powerful of them all. And the best part is, you don't need to do each step separately. You can combine all 5 exercises into one smooth, practical, and highly effective sequence that takes exactly 1 minute per day. Think of it like conducting an orchestra. Individual instruments sound fine on their own, but when they play in harmony, the music transforms. The brain works in the same way. When several regions are activated together, their connections grow stronger, circulation increases, and mental clarity ignites. Let me tell you about Carmen Lopez, an 80-year-old woman from Seville. When she first visited, her memory was severely impaired. Her speech was slow. She struggled to walk without stumbling, and she could barely move her neck. She showed nearly every symptom at once. Looking doubtful, she asked me, "Doctor, do I really have to do all that? It sounds way too complicated for someone like me." And I understood. 5 separate exercises can feel overwhelming, but when I showed her that she could combine everything into one easy minute, sitting down without strain, her face shifted. She began hesitantly, but she gave it a try. I guided her through the steps. Seated comfortably, she started by lifting and lowering her toes, while gently turning her head side to side. Then she opened and closed her toes, as she tilted her head up and down. Next, she stuck out her tongue while softly pulling her ears upward. She moved her tongue side to side while stretching her ears sideways. She pressed her tongue against her palate while pulling her ears downward. And finally, she rolled her tongue inside her mouth, while massaging her ears in slow circles. Every motion done gently, calmly, and all in just 1 minute. 3 weeks later, she returned to my office. She walked in with confidence, speaking clearly, and wearing a smile I hadn't seen before. "Doctor," she said, "you won't believe it. Yesterday, I remembered the phone number of a friend I haven't seen in 20 years. That's the power of engaging your entire brain at once. When all parts are activated, the body responds, memory lights up, and life feels more vivid. 3 secrets to enhance your results. Now that you know the 5 exercises and how to combine them into a 1-minute daily routine, I want to share 3 simple tips that can help you feel the benefits faster and more intensely. The first is incredibly easy. Drink a glass of water before starting. You might not realize this, but about 80% of the brain is made up of water. When we're hydrated, neural connections work more efficiently, circulation improves, and the effects of the exercises become stronger. Just 1 glass a few minutes before your routine can make the difference between a small improvement and a noticeable breakthrough. The second secret is to breathe deeply during each movement. Inhale gently through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, calms anxiety, and sends more oxygen to your brain. This kind of breathing doesn't just relax you, it literally wakes up brain regions that may have been dormant. It's like opening a window to let in fresh air. The third secret: add soft music you enjoy. Whether it's calming piano, gentle guitar, or peaceful nature sounds, music stimulates areas in the brain linked to emotion, memory, and motivation. Doing the routine with a pleasant soundtrack turns that 1-minute exercise into a full moment of relaxation and renewal. 3 common mistakes to avoid. Just as important as knowing what to do is understanding what not to do. There are 3 common errors that can slow down your progress without you even realizing it. The first is rushing through the exercises, treating them like another task to check off your list. But your brain thrives on calm and intention. If you go too fast, the impact weakens, and you might even feel dizzy. The second mistake is pushing your body to the point of pain. That's not necessary. These exercises should feel gentle and natural. If anything feels uncomfortable, stop, take a breath, and treat your body with kindness. The third is inconsistency. Some people try it once, feel a little better, and then forget about it. But the brain responds best to repetition. If you do it every single day, even for just 1 minute, the effects will build over time. Your memory will sharpen, your thinking will become clearer, and your balance will return. Your mind is waiting. Today you've learned a powerful, simple routine that anyone can do, regardless of age. 5 movements that activate key areas of the brain. Toe movements, to boost balance. Neck stretches to improve blood flow. Tongue control to enhance language and memory. Ear massage to sharpen focus and stability. And finally, the 1-minute integrated routine that brings everything together for maximum effect. Maybe while you were doing the exercises with me, you already felt something, a slight tingling in your feet, a bit of relief in your neck, or a sudden sense of mental clarity. That's not a coincidence. That's your body responding. That's your brain saying, "I'm still here. I can still do this. Why not?" It's not too late. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your mind is still alive, and your brain is still capable of change. All it needs is one thing from you: the decision to give it a chance. Just 1 minute a day. That's it. You don't need expensive pills, complicated programs, or empty promises. Just 2 things: the will to begin and the consistency to keep going. If you've made it this far, you already have something incredibly powerful in your hands. And if you choose to use it, I promise, you'll start noticing the difference in just a few weeks. Not only you, but the people around you will notice too. They'll see it in your energy, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak and walk. They'll see a renewed version of you. If this message helped you, share it with someone who needs it. With that friend who says their mind feels tired. With that sibling who keeps forgetting where they left their keys. because we all deserve to age with clarity and dignity. And if you choose to start today, I want you to come back in 3 weeks and tell me how it went. I want to read in the comments what's changed for you, because your story might become the hope someone else is looking for. Thank you for being here.